Hey guys, it's Kim Hesse, Event Ninja with you, and today I have a question from Angela. Angela's written to me and she says, Kim, my question is, how do you tap into a wider market to promote your event? Do you buy lists? If so, how do you find which company provides the better lists to use? I find that our company always uses our own membership database to send out everything. However, they're already our members. We need to get to those people who are not our members and entice them to attend our event. Angela, this is a really great question, and you know what? You are not alone. One of the hardest things is filling your room, getting people to attend your event. So how do you go about this? I would suggest maybe thinking about not buying a list. And here is my advice. What you want to do is get other companies to send your event invitation to their database. And why do you want to do this? Because when we're subscribed to newsletters, say I'm subscribed to Ridges and Hilton's newsletters, I know and I trust them, so I read their newsletters, and when there's information in there, I follow that up and I have a look and I trust them. So what you want is companies who have your exact target market on their database to send your invitation. You're going to get a much better response rate than buying a list that's cold who have never heard from you. So how do you go about asking these companies to send your invitation to their database? Well, the beautiful thing is that at an event, we have a captive audience, right? You have a room full of people. I want you to start making a list of the types of people that are in the room at your event. What type of companies are they from? What industry? What position do they hold? And then your next step is to come up with a list of companies that want to sell to those people. There are companies out there that would be super stoked to have their brand in front of the people at your event. Remember, captive audience. So you've got your list, and I give you permission to have a bottle of wine or so when you're coming up with this list of companies who want to sell to the people in your room. You've got that list. Let me give you an example actually to make this make more context or sense. So an event we ran recently, we had over 400 corporate event planners in the room, so in-house planners. I did this exact same task. I sat down and I said, okay, so I'm going to have 400 event planners in the room. Who wants to get their brand in front of these people? And our list were venues, caterers, photographers, theming companies. They all sell to event managers. Now from this list, what I wanted to do, or what I want to ask you, is two questions. You need to cross off anybody who's your competitor, obviously, because we don't think that our competitors are going to send out our event invitations. And then you also need to say, does this company have my exact target market on their database? So does a venue have event planners on their database? Yes. Does a photographer have event planners on their database? Yes, they do. And making sure they're an event photographer. Maybe they just specialize in portraits. So that partnership might not have been as profitable for us. So answering those two questions, are they a competitor? No. And do they have my exact target market on the database? Yes. So now you have your list of companies that you can contact. Now what you do, you want to make sure this is a win-win opportunity. So how can you approach them and ask them to send an email to your database? Have a think about what they're trying to get done. Maybe an example here, a promotional company, right? So this company sell promotional products to event planners. They sent our invitation to their database, and in exchange we put a flyer for them in our event show bag. They made an offer to the audience and they received over 150 corporate event planning contact details. So was that a good opportunity for them? Yes, absolutely. They were happy to send our event invitation out. So what can you offer at your event that would be valuable? Maybe it's an inclusion in your show bag. Maybe it's a PowerPoint slide with their logo at the event. Maybe they get to make a 2-minute presentation to your audience from stage. So coming up with things that you can offer them in exchange for sending your invitation to their database. Thinking this way can absolutely help you tap into a new market new attendees, my advice would be make sure you start planning this stuff well in advance so that you can get into their e-newsletter schedules. So you might need to send your invitation to them 4 to 6 weeks before your event so their marketing team can schedule it in. Good luck. I hope this has helped, and I look forward to seeing you on the next edition.